welcome to my tutorial 24/7 crochet. I'm Jenny, and today I'm really looking forward to teach you how to make this beautiful tassel, this homemade tassel, and I'm especially very happy with how we work with the neck and how we are actually able to hide the loose ends, so it looks very, very professional, really nice. Okay, so the size of your tassel depends on of course the size of your yarn, but also how many wraps you want to do. This is about 20 wraps, and for this tassel I actually used this PlayStation cover, so you more or less get this length to begin with, but as you can see I trimmed it quite a lot. Okay, so let's get started with the base color. So you start by holding the loose end like this, and then you just start wrapping. I usually hold my fingers behind the cover to make it stay. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, and 20. So this is more or less how I prefer to make it. So next step, after you've done this, try to keep it quite tight. The next step is of course to cut the yarn, and then you just make cut another piece of yarn, and you take this separate piece of yarn and then you gather all your cords, and then you thread another piece of string underneath them all like this. Then just slide it up to the top of your cover like this, and then make sure you have all the yarn in place. That one goes to the back side, and then you tie a double knot. Once you have tied your double knots, you just slide the yarn off. If you actually find it difficult to slide off the yarn, I do recommend you to cut the yarn before sliding it off. And actually what I would do then is I would do this in the opposite end. I will tie the yarn on this side, and then I will keep the bottom with all the loops here, because it actually makes it quite easy to access with a scissor. But now I'm doing it this way, and once you got it off, you can cut the bottom of the loops. And as soon as you've done this, it's time to start working with the neck. There is a trick how to finish off and hide the loose ends, and that's what I will show you now. So take a new strand of yarn, cut it, and what you do now is you actually make a loop like this, not a big loop, and let me show you like this. And you could make the one piece a little bit shorter like this, because this is the end you will use to wrap around. So try to make it as nice and neat as possible. Hold on to the loop, and then you will start wrapping around the neck. And do it as tight as you can. And just take your time. This might be a little bit tricky to begin with, but once you get the hang of it, this is really a great way to make beautiful tassels. So just take your time, make it nice and neat. You can also pull this one a little bit. You can see then it, because usually the first loop can be a little bit floppy, but if you pull this loop, it will be nice and tight. Okay, continue to wrap around. And once you feel like you wrapped it around enough, you will take this end, the one you've been using to wrap, and just put it through the loop. Okay, and then just hold it, and then you pull this one to tighten the loop. So you just pull in both ends, and then you cut the yarn. You should pull it a little bit while cutting. Make sure you don't cut your tassel. And that's it. It's really, really nice. And of course you can do as I already did. You can add several colors, all depending on your taste. To trim your tassel, what I usually do is I prefer to use my fingers, just as when you're going to the hairdresser, and just cut off. So that was my way of making the tassels. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will make a lot of tassels from now on. And if you like this video, of course I would be very happy if you would subscribe and press the like button. And hopefully I'll see you again in my other tutorials. Stay safe.